Welcome to Board Ghost, a story broadcast with games as the engine.
If living is a highway, then heaven is a bus stop. Been waiting for a minute there, but has it been forever? 'Cause dying don't agree with me, no. Dying don't agree with me, no. All you bored ghosts, come with me, we're going home.
We believe you're out there, hungry for stories for shared experiences. We can't see you, can't hear you, yet we will play for you. This night's offering is Fiasco. To learn how we played Fiasco and generated our story, go check out our rules episode primer on Fiasco. This isn't a follow-up, this is a new story, and we've got new players with
Yay!
us. You may not recognize me, but I am constantly here. I'm John.
He's sultry, John.
I know.
He's come to whisk you away tonight.
Come with me to a world of adventure.
World of adventure.
With us, joining us again,
Tiffany Cook, nice to meet you all.
welcome back, Tiffany.
Yeah, welcome back, Tiffany. And as you know, Ken Breese, good to have you all back.
And I'm Chris Littler. This is my first Board
Yes.
Ghost.
Welcome, Chris Littler. We love you.
Thank you. Oh, already?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I have to do
Yes.
so little.
Yes. Well, you know, you need to earn it from the listeners. You already have it from us. but you
Okay.
need to
Well, I
earn
can
it.
promise a lot of voices on this one, on this episode.
All right. Well, we've chosen our episode tonight. John, what's the name of the episode that we chose tonight?
So
again?
we're going to go with the Fiasco playset Lucky Strike,
Yes.
written by Fiasco creator Jason Morningstar. It's France, November 1944. It's taking place in a United States Army camp Lucky Strike replacement depot, which is near Le Havre, France. And basically the U.S. Army was losing infantry faster than they can train it, and they would put the odd and ends, the new recruits and the people who were left over and displaced into this Repple Depple, this replacement depot, and you sort of had a mix of totally green guys who were about to go die, people who had just seen their buddies die, and people who maybe were doing stuff that was corrupt and or avoiding the war.
It gets the sense that this is sort of a very chaotic situation, even though it's sort of at behind or rather far from the front of the war. I'll
Go
start.
for it,
You want to
Ken.
start? Go
Ken,
for it.
I'm
Ken.
starting.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
starting,
yeah.
Chris.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do it.
It's already
Join it.
happening.
We've done our grid. Everything's looking really fun and fine. I'm going to be playing a character who is a corporal in the military. His name is Jimmy Hagen, but he goes by Bear. Bear is a really big guy, a huge guy. He's a hairy guy. He's a gruff and quiet guy. He's a veteran warrior. He likes to wrestle. That's sort of something that he enjoys. So he's always wrestling at the Repple Depple. He has a few secrets, though. One prominent one, sort of an open secret, is that he's a bit of a war profiteer. He is a truck driver for the black market rings that take place in the Repple Depple. He has some connections to getting contraband in and out of the Repple Depple. He probably has connection maybe even to some French bootleggers or who knows, maybe gypsies. Who knows exactly where the contraband is coming from, but he drives it into the camp for sure. He also has a need on the table with his truck driver buddy, and they have a need to get ready to take what you deserve, to take what they deserve. So what that is has not been really decided yet, but I'm excited to find out what that may be.
But we know we deserve it.
We do. And I mean, my character, is like a war profiteer. So there's something he thinks he deserves that he's trying to get.
Great. My
Secretly.
Secretly wants it.
Secretly a war profiteer.
I suppose my character also is a secret war profiteer, also driving a truck. His name is Coop Kincaid, short for Cooper. Cooper, you know the name Cooper? He is from the U.S. of A. He loves the U.S. of A. He loves his country. From the state of Arizona, a little town called Flagstaff, which is in northern Arizona. He comes from a family of potters, so he's great with his hands. He knows how to throw a pot. He's got really small hands, which makes him great with like machines and like lug nuts and stuff. So he has a reputation for kind of being able to like commune with machines. He can he's like the Fonz. He can like hit a engine.
That's cool.
And it kicks on. He is also driving a truck. He's doing some sort of illicit action. He's getting ready to take what he deserves with his buddy Corporal Jimmy Bear Hagen. And on the table, he shares a relationship. He is also a patriot with the following character and needs to get rich through smuggling valuables.
Hey,
There's
which
a lot of
makes
smuggling.
a lot of smuggling. Yeah, you guys are smuggling some valuables. You
Gonna be a
need to get
smuggling
rich
night.
through smuggling valuables.
Yeah.
Which is cool. That sort of contextualizes your relationship and what you... Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm playing Benny Three Boots McFae, Private Benny.
Private Benny.
He's a nervous kid from Brooklyn, skinny, always kind of worried about having enough rations, worried about having enough shoes, which is why they called him Three Boots, because he ran around with like an extra pair around his neck and invariably would have one lost. So
Okay.
so he was always nervous, always looking for a way to kind of duck and dodge and keep himself from getting killed. But he wants to make his American dream come true. He wants to bust out of Brooklyn, get a house in the burbs, and set up his folks, and also bust some Nazis.
That's what this is all about.
That's what this is
Busting
all
Nazis.
about.
And so one of the big reasons he enlisted is because he's big on America, and that's it. That's his thing. He's gonna rush out there and join the fighting force.
Well, the free world is at stake here.
That's right.
But he's also got a need to get rich.
He does have a need to get rich, and
So that's the American dream, maybe
that's
part
his,
of it.
That's his American dream.
Yeah.
His busting out.
Yeah, getting
out.
And he's also what's
He's
it called?
he's
a replacement increment, right?
That's right.
Which is,
So he's sort of hanging out in the Repple Depple
a
with the
green
rest of
troop directly from training, known as replacement increments.
them. So we're either green or injured or something, but
Yeah.
may have seen a little bit of combat.
Yeah.
But right now is in the waiting game. And speaking of games, is poker buddies with Tiffany's character, and we share a location, the Java Junction, which is the Red Cross coffee tent, which seems to be maybe where everyone
Yeah, or at least something.
commingles.
Yeah, and you have an object.
Yes,
that
some
is,
intelligence, undefined.
That is contextualizing your relationship. Some undefined intelligence
yes.
object. Secret intelligence. Or maybe not. The information.
Can't wait.
So my character is Betsy Green, and she just goes by Green. She's kind of tiny and mousy, known as one of the guys. She's a nurse, not married, pretty progressive for the time. She's from Quincy, Massachusetts, and she trained at Boston Women's, and she's out to prove herself, even though she's pretty green because, again, she's also a replacement increment. She's also brothers in arms with Corporal Jimmy Hagen.
Yeah, the bear works,
yep,
or Jimmy,
bear,
or Hagen. And we don't know what that means yet, which I kind of like. We don't know what brothers, but we have a brothers in arms relationship.
Yeah.
And I'm sort of starting to read that as like it could be like some sort of like secret society or some sort of social club or something like that, or just something hardcore that we both experienced in our past together.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what it means, but there's an object that is associated with this relationship, which does give it a nice, interesting twist.
Yes.
And what's that object?
That object is our firepower, which is not actually firepower. It is an SS dagger.
I feel like it's firepower in like a
Explosive scene setter.
Explosive scene
There
setting.
you go, I like it.
Exactly. I was going to say a dramatic firepower.
That's
There you
right.
go, I like
It's going to
it.
blow things wide open.
Well, I feel like this SS dagger is very interesting to me, and it informs us being brothers in arms to some degree. So how did this object get into our position, or is it in our position, or how does that work? That'll be interesting to sort of delve
Really
into as well.
interesting.
Cool. So before we roll in, I'll run down our grid real quick. So Corporal Jimmy Bear Hagen, Ken's character, is in a black market truck driving relationship with Chris's character, Private Coop Kincaid. The need to get ready they share to take what they deserve. Between the Private Coop and my character, Benny Three Boots McFae, they have a replacement increments relationship, a replacement increments relationship, a pair of gung-ho patriots. They also share the need to get rich through smuggling valuables. And between my character, Benny Three Boots McFae, and Tiffany's character, Betsy Green, a.k.a. Green, we have another replacements increments relationship, poker buddies, and a location, rest and recreation, Java Junction, the Red Cross coffee tent. We also have an object of intelligence, TBD. And Betsy Green, Tiffany's character, has a brother-in-arms relationship with Ken's character, Corporal Jimmy Bear Hagen, and they also share an object of firepower, the SS Dagger. All right.
Firepower!
So we've generated our grid, generated our characters. We'll roll into our game. Ken, you're going to kick us off with that.
Yeah, I can't wait. For our first scene, I'm going to set it. We are at the Depple, which, if you guys will remember, is a huge depot. It is a resupply depot for the military. So lots of trucks, lots of equipment, lots of soldiers, lots of just support personnel. So we are camera sort of swooping in as we see the entire Depple. I think that we're seeing it like at dawn. And we are zeroing in a bit to the south of the Depple. We're in France, and we find ourselves, as we go down onto a country road where two men in military uniforms are working on a stalled truck. They are obviously seem to be a little bit perturbed or maybe even anxious because the truck that they are working on definitely does not have military plates, even though it's been painted to look like a military truck. We are with, of course, our two characters, Bear and Coop, our black market truck drivers. Unfortunately, their truck has broken down on their latest run as they've been coming back into the camp, and they are now working on it together. As Bear sort of stretches and says, "It's going to be light soon. We got to get this done. How's it looking in there?"
Coop Kincaid, he rubs his hand across his forehead and a black smear kind of paints his forehead. And he says, "I'm trying to get her to sing to me, but she just ain't tweeting. Come on, Tweedledeedle."
Well, here, let me shine the light this way. I mean, we only got maybe about a half hour left before the new guy comes on watch, and I ain't paid him.
You ain't paid him?
No, I only paid the first watchman, the one that we're going to be on patrol when we're supposed to come through.
Oh, Bear, listen, I know how much time we have left. We're going to be just fine. I just need to commune with this here machine. If you could just actually give me just a minute.
I can't believe
if you
this
could just
bullshit.
look away
I
for
am
a second,
just
Bear.
trying to
The
get
thing is,
what...
if you're looking at me, I can't really do it.
I can't. What else am I supposed to do here?
He starts clanking at a machine, just starts pounding at it with a wrench. Come on,
we got to get
sweetie.
in there.
Sing to me, sweetie.
I'm telling you that this run, I thought it was going to be one of the last. I'm telling you, Coop, we're almost there. We got enough money. We can just, it's all coming together. The stash. And, I mean, there's one more big score. I really know it. I feel it deep in me that if we're able to pull this off, man, I might be able to just finally cash in.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's all we need is to get what we deserve.
I'm ready. I'm trying to get ready.
I'm trying to get ready, too. I feel like I deserve the American dream.
Well, hell, brother, you fought your damn ass off for it, or at least you're gonna soon. So, get everything you can. That's what I say. And I tell you, I've been on the front. It is a mess out there. It is not pretty. So here's what I'm thinking. I have a piece of art that I think we might be able to get a real good price for, but I don't know who I can sell it to. And will you, I think I'm coming to you now. We have a moment, and with the light of day, I'm seeing you. We've been doing this for a while. I feel like we're simpatico. Maybe we can figure something out with this art object.
Well, what kind of art are we talking about?
I don't
You know that
have
my
it
mother's
yet.
a potter.
I thought you might have some expertise on the matter.
You want me to look at the art and tell you what its value
Oh,
is?
I know it's valuable already, but, you with your art connections, who knows? Maybe you'll be able to get it out there.
I got maybe art connections back in the States, God bless it. But out here in France, I don't know a whole lot of art connections. But I'm happy to look at a piece of art for you, Bear.
All right. Well, let me just say this. This is a hot piece, and we don't want to get caught with it. But if we could sell it, it would be worth a lot of money, enough to get us what we're looking for.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, where are you stashing it?
I don't have it.
Oh,
It's coming to me soon.
coming at you.
It's coming to me.
All right.
Yeah, it's coming to me. I picked it up on the front, and I couldn't hang on to it because it was too hot.
Too hot.
Too
Yeah,
hot.
yeah. As
Too hot.
someone that is constantly trucking stuff back and forth, no pun intended, I know what it means to have a hot commodity on hand.
Well, speaking of hot commodities, brother, we got to get this truck going.
Yeah, what are you talking to me for right now? I'm trying to commune with this thing. I'm trying to get this engine up and running. Come on, sing to me, pretty. Sing to me.
How does things go
gonna
for this guy right here named Bear? Tiffany, John, what do you
How do
think?
you feel?
I think I'm good.
All right, go for it.
All right, the positive die is given to me, which is great because Bear Bear says he says well, here, let me fill the radiator up with this water. Maybe that'll help. And he gets a jug of water out and fills up the radiator as the truck starts back up.
Oh, there it is.
No. You had the touch.
Oh,
you
Bear,
had the touch.
stop it. You flatter me too
All
much.
right,
But
well,
I suppose I did put a lot of hard work
All right,
into
well,
that.
you just shut up and get in the cab, all right? We got to make up this time now. and we jump in the cab, and Bear floors it as they make it back into camp, just in time.
All right, so I'd like to focus in. So we follow the truck
Cool.
as
so
we're
you,
driving
us
in.
Still,
We're
you and
continuing
me.
on.
So almost like a continuous
Just following
shot.
the truck.
We can follow your shot with the camera.
Down the country road
Down-
into the camp.
Into the camp. We
Okay,
get
we're going into the
Repple
Repple
Depple.
Depple. We're in the Repple Depple, and Coop Kincaid hops out, says goodbye to Bear, and heads into the bunk, where there's lots of strapping young men.
Yeah.
Shirts off.
Shirts off.
I have to say, shirts off everywhere.
Shirts,
and
lots
you
of shirts
see,
off. Dog tags.
You see everything.
Dog
It looks
tags.
great. Everyone is looking fit
They are.
here,
They are
and
healthy.
strapping young men. And,
All smoking.
Warfighting.
they're all smoking.
It's super. It's like a vape shop in here.
It is like a vape shop.
It's just
You can
super
barely
smoke.
see it all.
You can barely see
and,
everybody.
and Coop has to wave his hand in front of his face.
This is the medical tent, right?
We're in the medical tent. This is a cigarette for everybody.
Laramie's.
Everyone's doing Laramie's. No, we're in the regular bunkhouse, I guess you would call it. Young men just kind of hanging out in their undies, having a good time, just being dudes. Coop kind of Coop's kind of like sidles over to his bunk, and he's got his bunkmate Benny, Three Boots. Is it McFae?
McFae.
Yeah.
McFae. He just calls him Three Boots. It looks like, I would say, the look on Coop Kincaid's face is that he hasn't really slept that night. So he's like crawling back into bed to catch a wink in, and he's got a big yawn. And just sidles into bed and puts a cowboy hat over his face.
Geez, Coop. You getting kind of late, huh? How'd the run go?
Is that you, Ma? You followed me all the way to France?
Nah, come on, Coop. No, tell me, how'd it go? Did you guys get some good stuff in the run?
We nearly got caught again because these trucks are always breaking down on us. But it was a pretty good run.
Oh, jeez. You guys are taking lots of risks. I don't know.
Oh, stop your worrying. I'm trying to sleep.
Look, hey, what, was there anything interesting in the run today?
Interesting?
I don't know, any like good stuff?
Yeah. So
Anything you cut me in on, huh?
Cut you in on? Oh, as a fellow patriot, of course I'll cut you in, Benny. Of
All
course.
right.
Of course I'll cut you in. But I don't know if you want in on this because it's art, you know? And most of these things that we can value, you know, if it's guns or knives or you name it. But art, I mean, how you supposed to know what art's worth?
I don't know. I mean, if it's gold, you just melt it down, right? You
Yeah,
sell
well,
it for the weight.
Yeah, I don't think this is gold. I mean, the way he's talking about it sounds like high art, you know, pictures of naked ladies and all that stuff.
Well, I mean, that could be nice to have around, but who are we going to sell? I don't know.
Who are we going to sell it to? Exactly. Who's going to buy art? I mean, look around you. It's not like we're like great appreciators of art around here.
It's also, where are you going to move it? Like, how are we going to move a piece of art around?
Well, we got the trucks. We'll truck it from where we need to take it. Maybe some admiral somewhere's got a nice little cottage, little French house, little chalet. And,
Chateau?
Yeah, chateau. And, he wants to, have a beautiful painting somewhere. I don't know. It doesn't matter who's buying it. It just matters that we sell it, right?
That could be nice. But, I don't know. Where's this coming from? Where's this art coming from?
Well, Bear.
Oh. You're mixed up with Bear on this?
Oh, I'm always mixed up with Bear. I can't become unmixed with Bear. This guy's always got another idea. I mean, we're barely out of the hornet's nest in the last one. He's throwing ideas at me.
I don't know. You gotta be careful about who you throwing in with.
You think the generals are being careful? Oh, look at this war. I mean, you got to just take your life in your own hands. You can't be so scared all the time.
You got to watch who you're working with. You got to be careful.
Well, that's why I got you, Benny. You've got this supernatural sense where, like, you can just tell when something's going to go sour, You're like a thermometer, once it gets to a certain temperature and you just, you start to boil like a tea kettle.
I don't know. Coop.
Why, do you want in on it or not?
I don't know.
Come on, Benny. Point? Come on, you're gonna keep me awake for all this? You're not gonna jump in on it?
I think it goes well for
Coop.
For
right?
Coop. Yeah, it goes well for Coop. So what does that mean for you, Coop, for this to go positively for you?
I think if I'm a barometer, right, I'd be like, man,
cool. Yeah.
You know what? This sounds real hot. This sounds real good. Count me in. I'm down for that.
Glad to have you on board, Benny. With you, the normal 40-40-20 for you?
Yeah,
40 for me, 40 for Bear, 20 for you, of course.
Yeah. But just, we got to be careful, all right?
Of course we're going to be careful, but you know what? Right now I just got to get a few winks in, if that's okay with you.
Oh, all right. But we got to talk in the morning. I got to know more.
Okay, Benny. And just real quick while I'm falling asleep, you got any dresses that your mother liked to wear? Just trying to imagine a bit.
Ah, jeez, Coop, come on.
I'm just joshing.
And see.
This is a flashback to earlier that day.
Okay. So it was morning, so this is like early morning.
Or is it late the night before?
This is you guys kind of drove in pretty early?
Dawn.
We were doing like a midnight run.
Yeah.
Okay,
dawn.
so no, this is like midnight.
Midnight.
Right? We're we're in the coffee tent, which is closed down, but that's where we run our poker game. Mm-hmm. And me and Betsy Green are in there gambling away.
Or is anyone else in there with you? Is it just the two of you?
There is a sergeant
and
a couple more privates. So that's the game. There's one more. There's another Red Cross doctor or nurse.
Mm-hmm.
And so there's a Red Cross doctor, sergeant, and another private. How's that sound?
That sounds like a great.
Rounded out.
It's Sergeant Sleepy. Sergeant Sleepy is like super falling asleep, but trying to stay in the game for whatever reason.
Is that like a name that's given to him?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's just sleepy all the time.
Opiate addict.
Yeah, he's opiate addict.
Oh,
he's
wow.
like naughty. He's like he would rather be Sergeant Naughty.
He just needs to go to bed.
Sergeant Nods.
What's his deal?
So we close in on this tent. There's a little bit of music playing on the radio in there, and it's kind of low. Smoke's billowing in there. Everybody's got cigars. Betsy, I'd imagine you'd be chomping on a cigar as well.
Mm-hmm, of course.
And Benny's not doing so hot.
Oh.
He's got a few hands down, is throwing in a little more pay than he had budgeted for this game.
Yeah, he's
Keep
got
himself in.
He's got his hand as a joker and the rules card.
He's looking at the river. It's not looking good for this hand. So he's stalling a little bit here. So Betsy, how is it going in the Red Cross tents? Like any news? Like are they patching us up, sending us back out, or what? Like.
Oh, we're really just kind of trying to figure this thing out here. We've got a couple of people here who are are trying to kind of get things together, and we're hoping to leave soon, but I think we're going to be here for a while. I don't know. I mean, we just got here the other day, and it's been a little bit hectic around here. So, looking like you're getting a little low on chips over there. Is that right?
Oh, don't worry about me. This hand, this hand might have me,
Oh, yeah? You got more to lose?
Maybe. Listen,
I'm playing half asleep and I got more chips than you.
all right, fine, I
Started to sleep.
fold.
He just kind of falls off of his chair.
All right, I fold, but can you spot me this next round? I think I'm feeling lucky.
I can spot you a couple.
All
No
right,
problem.
keep me in. Deal it up.
All right.
Oh, this is a nice hand here.
Flip, 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 flip.
I'm not gonna look yet. So,
Oh.
yeah, Betsy, you think you could help me get sorted? Like get me shipped back?
What you needing to go back for?
Oh, well, it's getting a little hot over here.
What's in it for me?
Well, I kind of already owe you, like I'm spot on, but I'll figure something out. Like I'll win this hand, and we'll be somewhere, right?
Well, we'll see about that. I don't know. I've heard a couple things. I can keep you in the loop. I'll make sure that you get taken care of.
All right. That's some good stuff. All right. How is this hand gonna go for me? Let's see. How's it gonna go?
Goes poorly for you.
All right.
It goes poorly for
So
good old Benny.
I
Three
flip
Boots.
over my cards. There's like a beautiful run on the table, and I've got garbage.
You got
I've
garbage.
nothing.
Total garbage.
I win again, Three Boots.
Looks like you lost all that money.
Oh, Betsy, oh no. All right, well look, hey, I'll make you whole. Don't worry about this, all right? I'll figure out something.
All right. Well,
And again, like what I said, if there's a way, just even keep me back or whatever,
all right. Just remember, you owe me.
All right.
I think to cap off this scene, we need a couple of the privates to get into a spirited fist fight and just break the table that you guys are playing on.
Sleepy's a cheat. Yeah, exactly.
So I'm gonna ask that you all set this up for me.
Okay.
'Cause I feel like
Okay.
you have an idea of where some of you have ideas of where you want this to go, and I'd like to kind of play that out a little bit.
Okay.
Okay.
Something with the art.
Yeah.
With Betsy Green, I would love I'd love to start getting a beat on
It
the
might
art.
might be good to do a flashback. We do a flashback to something involved indeed with the object of art or the intelligence object. Though it seems like maybe we need to be in a scene.
Yep, I
together,
was thinking the same
possibly.
thing.
What do you guys think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Maybe you pick her up or something. 'Cause you're fresh meat, right?
yeah, but we're brothers in arms, though we don't know what that
But
is.
that could be this.
That could be this.
That could be this.
Right. I feel like you could take some heat right away.
Yeah, okay.
You take a you take a different.
So
route or
maybe
something.
let's flash back to when I gave you the object, because I gave it to you for safekeeping because it was too hot for me.
Oh yeah, you just slip it to her without her
Right.
knowledge.
So maybe
or
let's go back to that
Okay.
moment.
All right.
Betsy Green, fresh off the boat,
Fresh, yeah, like first week.
arriving in France.
Hey, you can call me Green.
Jeez. All right. I'm Bear. I smashed my hand with a hammer. Thanks for.
All right. So taking a look at that. I mean, there's not much I can do for you here. I only got a couple things. I can set it, maybe give you some bandages, but it's not going to set right. We don't got the right tools.
Hey, where'd you get that pin on your lapel?
Oh, I got it when I was.
You belong to?
Oh, I got this here in Boston when I was working at the Boston Women's.
Well, it's funny because I'm an odd fellow myself, and I flash the same pin. Oddfellow Society, sort of a secret society that was very focused on helping the poor and the destitute, the sick, doing good deeds. And I say, maybe you could help a fellow brother out.
Yeah, tell me more. What do
Well,
you need?
more. I mean, the hand is great, but Listen, Green, I got a proposition for you. I picked something up when I was at the front, and I can't really hang on to it, but it's worth something. And if you're looking to make some money here, or make some friends, or looking to find anything at all, I'm there, and I'm the guy you should talk to about finding those things.
I mean,
So I would owe you a favor, is what I'm saying.
I feel like this might be the point where you guys have to make a decision.
You actually make the decision since we set the scene.
Oh, that's right. Okay, good. I forgot about that.
How do you want it to go for yourself?
Well, I'm going to choose poorly, but that doesn't necessarily mean that it's poor for you.
Cool. Well, it's your scene. So how does the scene resolve? How are we
So,
getting there?
I think I'm going to accept it from you. So
I knew I could count on you, Green. You know, you just have that look about you, and hey, we're both Oddfellows. Come on, you can trust a fellow Oddfellow.
Bear stuffs he has a burlap sack.
Yeah.
It's obvious that there's some sort of box inside of this sack.
Yeah.
And he kind of stuffs it into Betsy's hands.
Yeah, here, take this. Just put this somewhere safe.
I'll try to figure out where I'm going to put this. I'm not quite sure yet where it's going to go, but all right, I'll figure it out.
Once I find a buyer, don't you worry. I'm going to cut you in.
All right.
I think the standard 20, 40, 40.
Oh, the old 20, 40, 40 as we know.
Sure thing.
Yeah, you know, I got to look out for my boy.
There's a dock worker, someone that looks pretty important, and he spots Bear from across the way, and he looks mad at Bear.
Yeah,
Says, Bear!
Oh, fuck. I got to go.
Told you to get out of here.
All right. I'll see you later.
I got to beat feet.
Who is this little gremlin? This giant gremlin.
I guess it's going to be a scene between the truck drivers. I think we'll do another scene. This is going to be a few days after the fact.
Yeah.
Of our last scene together, where we drove back into town, and we're at the mess and we're having a meal together, and I'm eating some peas, and I'm looking at you, and I say, all right, here's my idea. I think we need to have an auction.
I'm listening.
This piece that I got, I think soldiers will really be into it.
What do you mean they're going to be into it? Like
I'm
they're
telling you, it's like a trophy that they're going to want, that they're going to want to have.
Something for home. How are they going to get it home, Bear? How
Well,
are they going to get it home?
that well, maybe that could be part of the deal, is that we get it home for them.
Oh dang! How did I get myself into this with you again? I mean, it was one thing when
I'm telling you that we can make. I'm saying thousands, maybe thousands of dollars.
$1,000.
Maybe $1,000. Yeah.
Well, that's certainly what I deserve.
Because this is something that even generals would want.
You think?
I think so.
Bear, are you suggesting that we
need to have a secret auction, perhaps a silent auction.
Here,
yes, at the Repple Depple.
At Camp Lucky Strike, you want to have a silent auction?
Lucky Strike, exactly.
Well, how are we going to get people involved in that?
I mean, that's where you come in.
That's where I come in.
You know,
oh, okay. Someone looked at my case file. You know that I'm very good at holding auctions.
No, the auction itself, the logistics, that'll be easy to figure out. It's just spreading the word, getting people interested and involved, so that they know when to show up. But we make sure that the MPs aren't finding out. So that's the idea right now. And so I'll just say this much. The object, this art piece, it's something I got off one of those SS soldiers, one of them in black. Oh, yeah.
It's not like a portrait of Adolf Hitler.
No, nothing like that. What? Who would want something like that?
I don't know. A crowd would want something like that.
I guess. I don't think we have any,
Can I see? Where is it?
I don't have it. It's in a safe place.
A safe place?
Yes.
Wink, wink. Like under your bed, safe place?
No,
like the last one?
In a very safe place.
What's a very safe place, Bear?
A place that the MPs would never think to look.
All right.
Because this place has nothing to do with military.
Well, we happen to have a lot of free time. We got that on our side.
But we're going to be able to get this off, right?
That we're gonna make an auction happen.
We're going to make a silent auction happen.
Tonight?
Well, no, soon, very soon. I don't take a few days to get together.
I kind of have to talk to my boy Benny. You know Benny.
3 Boots?
Yeah, 3 Boots.
Oh, Okay.
He's kind of my go-to guy to make sure that these things are,
Man, I don't know.
not harebrained.
He just seems to be bad luck. Yo, you watch out.
He's not bad luck. He's the
Okay.
best luck I have.
Okay. Well,
He's the only true patriot in this here camp.
all right. Yeah. Well, whatever.
I see the clouds coming over your face
Hey!
there. I don't like to see that.
Hey, in war, there's no rules. You make the rules. And whether or not, the crowds, they love their country too. And, so, but who fucking cares? Because we're all killing each other anyways. So let's get what we can get while we're here and get the fuck out of here.
That was beautiful.
Well, thank you.
That was a beautiful speech. And you've really instilled in me, you've brought me back to my firm belief that this is, America is a beautiful country and it's a capitalist country. It's a country founded in capitalism. And what's more capitalist than an auction?
Agreed.
I'm thinking about it.
Agreed. All right, you guys. How does this scene end for a bear?
Yeah, goodly.
Goodly? Awesome. If it is ending positively for Bear, the silent auction begins to ripple throughout camp. The MPs are not aware a date and a time is set, sort of a 2 a.m. auction inside the Recreation Java Junction Red Cross coffee tent is decided upon.
I kind of want to bounce this one to you guys, seeing as I'm completely...
I mean, we could just go right into it, and you could
Right to the auction?
You could do right out. You could go
Let's say
right
we
to the
move.
auction.
Let's get some narrative
just
momentum
go right
going.
there, yeah, and just jump to it.
Well, what's the setup of the auction?
Well, we have to.
It's like a party, right?
It's
Right. You got to see the art.
Mm-hmm.
That's
the art
right.
for the first time. The
That's
unveiling of this art.
Yeah,
Because you
I
gotta,
think.
because nobody knows what it is yet.
Right. Right.
Yeah. So maybe it's around.
You could set a scene with all four of
Yeah,
us.
it actually.
Let's
could
all
work.
get
and
there.
we're all at the silent auction.
Yeah, let's take it to the
wanna
the
go
night.
there?
It's
Yeah.
nighttime.
All right.
And
it's
the-
the night of the auction.
The night of the auction. The auction's happening. We've got our trustworthy folk all gathered in the bunks, and Sergeant Sleepy is nowhere in sight.
Nowhere in sight.
Off sleeping.
He's off sleeping.
We
And,
slipped him a little extra opium.
Yeah. I believe that the art has just been unveiled. Bear has just torn the sheet.
Turn the sheet, open the wooden box,
Yeah.
and there revealed is the SS dagger in all its infamy.
That's the art, is the dagger.
Yeah, it is. I think that's the art, is the dagger.
That Betsy Green has been holding on to this whole time.
So it's been inside the Java Junction Red Cross coffee tent, and now it's being unveiled.
Oh, Coop, come on. Is this the shit we signed up for?
I'm a little flummoxed myself that there's clearly a SS written on that.
That shit's... I mean, that's straight like Nazi.
Yeah.
That's no good.
Bear, can I talk to you for a second, Bear?
Yeah, what's the problem? Everyone's having a good time, right? Everyone's got drinks.
Everyone's got drinks. Everyone's real nice and comfy, but I'm a little confused about your
about what?
definition of art.
Coop said
I
said
got
this
three
was
boots.
art.
I got
All
this
right,
three
all
boots.
right,
Okay,
all
I
right.
got this. You position this as like a piece of art, and a
it's like-
Chaplin movie that's like a piece of art. The Mona Lisa that's a piece of art. This is a fucking SS dagger.
So I'm really laughing at this scene because I'm picturing Coop as like this really wiry, rail thin, sort of smaller guy. And sort of him and Bear are sort of a comical couple as a sort of smaller guy and a really bigger guy. And so Bear is I think at this point sort of like puffing up a little bit as he's being spoken to in such tone. And he says, "Come on now, Coop. Just picture it. This above the mantelpiece. You tell your grandkids, I slit his throat. I took this off his body. It's a trophy, man. A trophy. Think about the possibilities. This is glory. This is honor, right? It's all bullshit.
Three Boots spits, kicks the dirt. This is horse shit, Coop.
You want to make your money? You want to go back to the world, a rich man? This is the way. This is the way.
Every bit and piece of me says that what Bear says is a ton of horse shit. But then another piece of me says,
Come on, this is really great stuff. Betsy, here, show him. Just take it out of the sheath.
we've got all these people collected together.
Well, if you take a look at it, though, I mean, it really is something, isn't it? I mean, I don't know, guys. I think it's worth quite a lot, and I think that these guys here will pay quite some money. I mean, don't we all want to go home and have something to take home and show for it?
And as she unsheaths it, a small roll of paper seems to have been put around the blade, and as she unsheaths it, the roll of paper sort of falls away onto the ground.
Coop bends down and picks it up.
It seems to be maybe like Morse code or something like that.
There's some sort of code here.
What do you mean there's a code?
I mean, there's a code. It's a code on the piece of paper.
Just put that in your pocket.
Put it away, quick! Hey, Sergeant's coming. Quick!
Coop
Put it away.
stuffs it away in his pocket.
How does the scene end for Coop?
I think it ends poorly.
Yeah, it ends
seems
poorly
like
for Coop.
it gets bad. I think that Sergeant Sleepy has
Shows up.
woken up from his inexplicably woken up
From his opium den.
from his opium nap and is highly confused as to what is going on here. This is
Everyone's all,
very
"Scatter!"
unorthodox. Everyone scatters.
Cheese it.
Cheese it.
Calls
What
everybody,
happens to the
bunch
dagger?
of gold brickers.
I think that who was holding it? It seems like Betsy had it in her hands. So I think that
Get
Betsy's
back here, you GI jabronis.
yeah. Coop, in trying to do the right thing, starts to pry it out of Betsy's hands.
Oh, yeah.
Give that back to me right now.
I'm trying to do it for you, Dame. Come on, just give it to me.
No, give that back. You're gonna get caught with it. You know it. I've
then
got a better
we-
place to
We
hide.
struggle over it, and the dagger flies out of
Flies
the
up.
box and clatters on the ground in front of Sergeant Sleepy.
Okay. Oh, shit. Yeah, the SS dagger's there, but the secret message is in your
In
pocket.
my pocket.
That's right. Okay.
You caught us red-handed, Sleepy. I mean,
You're going to jail. Make sure you suck eggs.
All right, so this is back in the bunk after we've all been sort of things have been quiet. You know, we've all been sort of like razzed, and
Yeah.
you know, you got your demerits. Everyone's kind of gotten some.
There's a black mark on.
Was it PT or like or what's the duty
on
where you're
Coop.
like peeling potatoes and all that
Yeah,
stuff?
it's
KP.
potato time.
KP.
KP, yeah. So everyone got a bunch of KP and bad knocks. Everyone's gonna be scrubbing pots for a while. So we're in our bunk.
Mm.
Hey, Coop, can I see that papers?
Which papers?
Well, the one that fell out of the knife there.
Oh, I almost forgot about that.
Yeah, that's
Coop's
some
got to
crazy
dig
shit.
real deep into his pants to get that thing out. Hold on one sec. Here you go. It's just a bunch of dots.
You sure this ain't like rolling papers? It's like Nazi rolling papers?
Why would they be Nazi rolling papers around a dagger?
I don't know. You just keep it dry.
I think it's a code of some kind.
You think so? I don't know, Coop. Huh. I mean, I can't make heads and tails of it.
Well, I think it's looks like Morse, right? Doesn't that seem like the Morse code?
Yeah, but
They rushed us
like-
through that training. I couldn't keep it straight.
no, I know that stuff. All right. No, that doesn't look it. Cause this is like it's like something else. What is it? It's like ciphered. Like I don't know. Yeah. You
Ciphered.
can't. It's not real Morse code. It's whatever. You know, you gotta like know Nazi to know how to say it.
Well, I don't know Nazi.
I don't either. That's what I'm saying. I don't know. It's a gobbledygook. And you also probably like secret codes to get in there, like an Annie or something. You're gonna need a decoder ring.
Well, maybe the dagger's a decoder ring or something.
Oh, that's something. How about this? I'll let me get over to Sleepy, see if I can get this sorted out. What do you say?
Take it to Sleepy?
No. Like I'll go see if I can like he saw you two guys like knuckleheads going at it. Maybe I can get Sleepy to get me let me just see that kraut piece of iron.
All right, Benny, whatever makes you happy. I mean, my hands are just like all covered in potato, all nicked up and stuff. I don't really feel up to shenanigans.
I got it. I got this covered. I got it down.
All right, can you take care of yourself and try not to get in any trouble?
Oh, I'm good. So I slip off into the night
With the piece of paper.
with the paper
Yeah.
in hand, and I'll head towards the sergeant's bunk, towards his tent, and I'll let you guys figure out how it's gonna go.
How's it go, do you think, Tiff?
I'm thinking poorly.
So he gets in there, and the Sergeant Sleepy is in there, sound asleep, and the dagger's there on his table, and I slip in and I grab the dagger, and as I turn, Sergeant Sleepy opens his eyes and sees me, and in a panic, I stab him.
No! Oh, shit.
Oh, Benny.
Okay, sweet. Yeah, you stabbed Sergeant Sleepy.
Nice.
He is dead.
I sent you out there.
Awesome.
Nice.
Awesome.
What was Betsy's specialty again?
She's a nurse.
Oh, okay. Seems kind of likely that a stab.
Yeah, would come
Yes,
to her. That's kind
exactly.
of what I was
That's
thinking.
her,
So I
yeah.
feel like immediately after, like this, I'm wondering your thoughts, Benny. Do you go with or do you scatter from the scene? Or are you trying to save Sergeant Sleepy during this?
I think I would go to you like circumspect.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, be like, oh, geez, Betsy, come on. I just screwed up real bad.
Let me see him. Get him on the table. Quick, you're going to have to help me out because I can't ask
jeez.
anybody else for help. Get my bag.
I
Quick.
don't know what I was thinking. I just saw his eyes awake
He's
there.
bleeding. Get it together. I need you to go grab me some needles, and I need you to get some lidocaine and grab me my stitch kit. Quick.
Oh, jeez.
Sergeant Sleepy just coughs blood right into Benny's face.
His eyes were open. I'd never seen his eyes that open before.
It doesn't matter. If you want to fix this, you got to help me right now. All right. Hand me those pliers. Give me those. Quick.
Oh,
Quick.
jeez, here.
All right. Hey, look. Do you see that? Do you see that green stuff coming out? That's bile. We got to quickly stitch them together. You got to hold that right there, and I'm going to stitch them up quick.
Oh,
Oh,
jeez,
come
I
on.
can't do this, Betsy.
You better
Come
stay
on,
with
Green.
me. I slap him across the face. Stay with me, Benny. If you're not awake, then if you pass out on me, I'm gonna lose it. I need you here. Come on, get it together.
Where's the dagger?
I still have it in one hand.
Where's the code?
That's in my pocket.
What the hell are you still doing with that thing? Put it down.
It's
Damn it, Benny. Put it
don't
down.
know.
Put it on the table now.
Betsy. I don't know if it's good if he makes it through this or not.
Do you want me to let him go? Is that what you want?
I
You
don't
want me to
know.
let a
That's bad
soldier
news.
go?
This
A
goes
soldier
poorly
go?
for Betsy. This goes poorly for Betsy.
All right.
How does that
How does
manifest?
this go poorly? All right, fine. I'll put my hands up. I won't do anything if that's really what you want. You know, this goes completely against my training, and quite frankly, now I got another thing on you. You really want that? Is that what you want?
Ah, jeez, Betsy.
Oh, shit.
Ah, jeez. Listen, Green. Do this thing. Like I'm like sowing you debt. Well, maybe we can sell this Nazi memorabilia, this dagger. Make a mint. I owe you so big. Get me out of this war. Let's get the hell out of here. Oh, jeez. Oh, this is too much. Listen, all right. You clean this up. I'm gonna get a shovel and some other tools.
All right. We're gonna have to make this look like a suicide. There's no way. You gotta think about this. How are we gonna do it?
Well, I was gonna get a grenade.
We can't go blowing things up, Benny. That blows too much suspicion. We gotta think about this. I think we're gonna need something. Another knife. Where's another knife? We need another knife.
Let's maybe
Let's
cut
see.
the scene there.
So we've played through Act 1. We're gonna roll our dice together. So we've generated our tilt. We have tragedy, death out of the blue, and mayhem, a frantic chase. So we'll bring those into our second act.
Yeah, awesome.
We interrupt our story here, and we'll resume in our next communique. To learn more about the players and engine in our story, visit boardghost.com. I was one of your players, John Holt. You can find me on Twitter at Lord Joho. Tiffany, where can people find you?
You can find me on Twitter at Tiffany E. Cook. And on Instagram and Facebook, all at Tiffany E. Cook.
Damn.
And I was, and remain Ken Breese. And you can find me online at burlingsbeard.com. Specifically on Twitter, love the tweets. Find me on Twitter, BERLINGS, beard.com.
All right. Chris, where can people find you?
www.chrislittler.com. There's a nice big picture of me on there, as well as
Two T's.
Two T's on there, LITTLER. Or you can just Google me, or my phone number is. That'll do.
All right. Well, you can attempt to pierce the veil and contact us at Board Ghost World on Twitter. Shout out through the ether if you have desires we can fulfill. Please leave reviews and comments on iTunes, your preferred listening portal. We're on Google Play and probably not Stitcher. but most podcasting apps I like Overcast. Please take a moment to subscribe so you don't miss out on the latest episodes. We'd like to thank Pat Couples for our theme song and interlude music. You can find more about Pat at patcouples.tumblr.com or on his band's website, hotelsandhighways.com. If you're not alone in the void, share our stories. The more they are consumed, the truer they become.
If living is a highway, then heaven is a bus stop. Been waiting for a minute there, but has it been forever? 'Cause dying don't agree with me, no. Dying don't agree with me.